you guys know, I have a whole bunch of eggs in the incubator right now that I'm hoping will hatch in about 3 weeks, and I need a home for them. What I'm doing today is I am building a couple of small brooders. These are very inexpensive to do this way. I'm going to show you guys step by step how I do it. I'm going to show you the list of materials and give you an idea on your cost as well. So, first thing I'm going to do is show you guys what the materials are that we're using. So I went to Walmart and I bought a couple of these big plastic tubs. The clear plastic ones are pretty heavy duty. They're not as pliable as the thinner plastic ones, but I think they'll hold up a lot better. And because it's clear, I can see all the way through from the sides or the top or wherever. So I took the lids to these buckets and I marked them with a square. And I'm going to put some hardware cloth over the top of that so that they have some air circulation going and I have a place to set the heat lamp that won't melt my plastic. I'm also going to be using some hardware cloth as well, and that's what I'm going to use to cover up my holes on the top so that nothing can get in and nothing can get out. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, y'all, is I'm going to be drilling some holes around the edge of my plastic opening here so that I can take some zip ties and attach my hardware cloth to the top so it won't come off or accidentally fall off or move around or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'm going to measure my hardware cloth to see where I, left a clip on there, and there. Okay, so now that I've measured, I'm going to start cutting my hardware cloth all the way across. Then I'm going to check it, make sure it's the right width to go and cover my hole up there. I hope to be able to show you guys more projects like this as we go along. I try to be really frugal with this kind of thing, but on the other hand, I also want to make sure that what I do works, because you can be frugal all day long, but if it doesn't work, you've wasted your money. So that is why I got a heavier duty wire here, and I got the heavier duty tubs because I wanted to make sure that they were going to last for a while. So let's flip this around to the other side. Okay, I'm going to flatten this out so it will sit flush on top of the box, and maybe even the tiniest bit concave, just to make sure that when I set my heat lamp on top of this, that it doesn't want to slide off. Okay, so I've got these black zip ties, y'all, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread them through the 2 holes that I have drilled down here. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. I'm not going to squeeze them completely tight yet because I want to make sure that I have everything on there as straight as I can before I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just start adding these on. Okay, so now that I have all of the zip ties on and I know that this is exactly where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten these up as tight as I can get them. And I'm going to trim them so that these little doohickeys here are not in the way. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys or not, but certain things I have trouble with because I have rheumatoid arthritis in my hands. In fact, my thumbs have migrated about 1 inch, and it is hard to do things without your thumbs in the right place, y'all. Let me tell you. Ask any other animal on the planet and they'll tell you. It's not easy. So I had Tim cut the squares out of the top of this box for me because I didn't have the strength in my hands to do it. This is why I tell everybody that, you know, if I can do this homesteading thing, anybody can do it. If you just have the will and the inclination to do it, you can do it. Okay, that is it. Simple as it gets. I'm going to go ahead and go put some wood shavings in here and a feeder and a waterer, and then we'll be all ready to go for our baby chicks. Thanks for watching today, guys. Here we go. Here is the new home for these 2 little guys. These were the only 2 hatchlings I ended up with on my last hatching. We had an incident with the incubator, that's why we got a new one. But these 2 little guys made it, so this is their new home. And the cool thing about this brooder that I didn't even think about until just now is I'm actually setting them outside to get some fresh air and sunshine. I've got it set where it's halfway in the sun, halfway out of the sun. These guys are big enough to not have to have a heat lamp anymore. And it's about 75 degrees out here, so they definitely can sit out here for a little bit. And these handles on these buckets they hatch. The handles on these buckets, I can't talk today. The handles on these buckets latch. They fold up over the top, so nothing can get in this box unless it's just really super aggressive. And I'll be keeping an eye on them today. I'll be in and out, and I'll be watching them. And then later on this afternoon, I'll go ahead and put them into the chick shack so that they can spend the night in there. Well, thanks for riding along with me today doing this brooder. I'm going to go and make another one.